What's up, y'all? It's your boy BG checking in for part two of my getting robbed of 4.2 Bitcoin and 40 BNB. Man, at its peak, it's about almost a $600,000 lesson. Right now, I think it's worth about, well, both the Bitcoin and the BNB worth about 330,000. But I'll actually do the math on that in a minute. Anyway, there were some things I forgot to mention in my first video. So I had to follow up with the second one just to give y'all some more context and just elaborate more on some things that I didn't talk about the first time. Now, obviously, this is a very expensive lesson to learn, but there's still hope for now. Now, I talked to y'all about the sweeper bots, but once they are inside your wallet, I tried everything to get my funds out. Like, I use Revoke Cash, and like I said, once they're in your wallet, Revoke Cash can't help you. Now, Revoke Cash can help maybe once before they get into your actual wallet, but didn't work. I tried switching things up using different coins just to pay the transaction fees, hoping to sneak a transaction through. It worked for a minute, but they caught on. These guys were literally watching my wallet in real time. They deployed the sweeper box. The second I put any BNB into that wallet or any other coin, it immediately swept it out. They had full control, and I was playing against the script, but what they were doing, the code they were using was faster than I could operate just using my fingers or my human brain. It just didn't work. Now, the white hats. The white hats I can't give enough credit to these guys. Matter of fact, let's pull their site up on the screen, how you contact them, so y'all can see. Just in case you get into any crap or anything dealing with crypto, you need some help. The white hats, you need to reach out to them. Now, they are going to make you fill out a form and stuff because they need to verify that you have a serious issue. And the verification process was very thorough in the fact that I was able to FaceTime them through Discord. I don't even use Discord. I'm not a big Discord person, but I was able to FaceTime them through Discord, and they had me share my screen on my phone so they could verify transactions. I went through crypto.com, I went through Binance.us, I went through Coinbase just to share different transactions so I could prove that these were transactions that I made personally. Because of the situation, they needed to be very thorough in how they verified me, because I had also made a post on Reddit and Twitter or X, and some people would actually try to beat me to the punch and say that my wallet was theirs. So, and the white hats let me know that other people had put in a request, because I still had some funds in there, and I wanted to try to get those funds. The BNB that I had staked, that I mentioned in the first video, I was trying to get those funds back before they became unstaked. So went through the verification process, got all that done, and once everything was legit, dude was like, all right, now, it's a moment of desperation for me. So I broke the cardinal rule, and I shared my seed phrase with them, but I had to, so they had access to my wallet too. Since the hackers already had access, now the white hats have access. So it was just the white hats against the hackers, hoping they could outmaneuver the scammers. It turned into a literal war zone inside my own wallet. It's real crazy. After I managed to get some of my BNB back, though, I had some other people that were acting like they were trying to help me in the crypto community. They was asking me, so what happened? Were you able to get your funds back? This and that. And I'm really just laughing because I'm like, I know what happened. And the white hat, they came through in the clutch for me. So, but the other people that was acting like, pretending like they were trying to help was just, I don't know, it was kind of funny to hit me up after the fact, like, yo, what happened? Sorry I wasn't able to get your funds back, this and that. So the white hats were so legit. Not only were they beating the people that hacked my wallet, they were also beating the other people that act like they were trying to help me and trying to retrieve my funds. So The white hats are cold. I appreciate you guys. If y'all ever see this video, I appreciate you 1,000 times over. And their information is, I'm sharing it on the screen right now so you can see their information. Just in case you ever get into anything and you need to contact them. All right, now, how did I become a target? That was a question I asked myself. Now, I like to use Pancake Swap. Pancake Swap, that was my jam. And I like to think that I've been using Pancake Swap since I think 2020, 2021, whenever it first came out. And I found out about it. It was a decentralized exchange that intrigued me, so it was definitely a learning curve. But I picked up on it quite fast. As you can see, you got a place where you can connect your wallet. So you have Trust Wallet, SafePal, MetaMask. You got these wallets that you can connect, or called hot wallets, and you can use these to basically connect your wallet so you can exchange coins. You can gamble on here. Like it was wild. There's a lot of stuff you can do on Pancake Swap. I don't have a wallet anymore, so I can't like go through it with you all right now. But this is the website. So how I became a target, I think that I found a little cheat code on how I was just making money on Pancake Swap, because I was shorting Ethereum and XRP heavily all the time, especially since the Republicans became in charge of of all the parties, and once they were dominant, I knew Donald Trump was only going to look out for himself, and he was going to crash this country just like he's doing right now. So I figured that everything was going to go down. Everybody thought Donald Trump was going to help crypto. No, Donald Trump was going to help himself. So that's what he did. And I'm not a big fan of Ethereum or XRP. I apologize to all the Ethereum lovers or the XRP lovers. I just don't really have faith in those coins. And once again, maybe I created a video later explaining why I don't have faith in those coins, or why I don't think they're ever really going to reach whatever potential. I think they've already reached the maximum potential. And that's also why I'm a fan of BNB, and that's probably the only coin I'll ever promote on this channel besides Bitcoin. So with that being said, I was on Pancake Swap shorting, and I was probably winning or making about anywhere from $50 a week to about $500 a week. Like I was consistently winning, and that's probably, I'm not a big trader at all, but this was probably the first time in my investment journey that I was consistently winning. So I was consistently making money through my Pancake Swap, shorting Ethereum and XRP. I actually tried Astra Dates at one point in time. I was rocking with them. It was cool. I enjoyed it. I really just like the minimal fees that they have on Pancake Swap. And that's another reason why I tried Astra Dates, because it's also connected to BNB. You use BNB for fees. I think you use other coins for fees too, but I was heavy on BNB, so that's what I use. So because I had the money sitting in a hot wallet, now I had two different hot wallets, two different wallets on Trust Wallet, and I had separated the money that way. For some reason, I thought I was protecting myself. How stupid was I? And having that much Bitcoin sitting in one wallet, I'm an easy honey pot, and they knew that, and they were probably watching me who knows how long, and they just waited for the right time, and it just like that, it was gone. At its peak, Bitcoin, I had 4.2 Bitcoin. At its peak, it was 124,000, 125,000, whatever. So it's roughly 520K just in Bitcoin. And BNB at its all-time high, 40 BNB was worth about 54,000. So we're talking about close to $600,000. That's a very expensive and hard lesson to learn. But here I am telling you about it so you don't make this mistake. Now, my regret and the reality of the situation. I like to say that I mismanaged money because I had never seen this kind of money before. I had never amassed this amount of money investing, right? So the first thing I would do differently is to have most of the money on the exchange. I'm not going to even lie. Like, I think the exchange provides the most protection for the average investor. I would consider myself the average investor because I don't trade a lot. I was trading a lot briefly for really about, say, a 6 month to a year period. I had definitely tried trading a lot before then. I don't think trading is a successful strategy. I think the buy and hold strategy is the best strategy for most people. And I amassed this kind of money through just saving and just aggressively investing. And I mean, I was throwing everything in Bitcoin and BNB, everything but the kitchen sink. Like, I was throwing everything there. So that's what that was. That's what I was doing. And that strategy worked out well for me. So as I am starting back to invest again, I still believe in Bitcoin. I still believe in BNB. As I continue to invest, most of my money will stay on the exchange. Will I invest in a hardware wallet? Eventually. I don't think a hardware wallet is necessary unless you're seriously into tech. You're very tech savvy. But if you're just the average Joe, just trying to invest and you want to make sure your funds are safe and you are able to sleep at night, I suggest using reputable exchanges such as Binance.us for us US people. If you're international, Binance.com, Kraken. I really don't rock with Coinbase, but if I had to give you my Gemini, I have Gemini too. I have the Bitcoin credit card. I've been in this. I'm not new to this and true to this. So the Bitcoin credit card is, I really enjoy it actually. So Gemini Exchange is probably one of the reasons I use them. Their fees are probably the highest of the ones I've just mentioned. Coinbase and Gemini's fees are the highest. Kraken and Binance.us fees are the cheapest. So as I accumulate again and start this journey, I guess again per se, I really never stop. No matter how bad this situation is, I don't see any other way out. So that's just how I feel about that. Now, if you use Trust Wallet, get your funds off Trust Wallet. You will get robbed. They will not take any accountability, and you'll be left hopeless in a lot of situations. I was able to hire a lawyer because, I mean, last resort, I can try to get these funds back. That way they can file a police report and go through, I guess, the proper channels, whatever that is, in this great area that we call crypto right now, the crypto universe. I hired the crypto lawyers. Now, it is April the 13th. I haven't heard from them since maybe February the 17th. That's the last time I heard from them, and I had to reach out to them. And they basically confirmed the fact that I had been targeted. This is a professional organization, and they're working on my behalf to try to get these funds back. I don't really have the warm and fuzzies about that. I'm not sure. This crypto moves so fast, and that's one of the reasons you hate and love crypto. It moves tremendously fast. So, and if they don't have regular updates for me, I'm not very confident right now in retrieving my funds. I'm going to try still. I'm not giving up hope, but I'm not going to sit here in front like they just make me feel so good about this whole crypto deal or retrieving my funds. I guess the last thing I would say to kind of wrap this up is, if you need a cold wallet, get a cold wallet. If you feel confident in yourself and taking full control of your funds, they like to say, not your keys, not your cheese. I get it. Get you a cold wallet. If you are like me, everyday person, I say leave your funds on the exchange. A lot of people are going to disagree with that, and I understand why. But if I would have left my funds on the exchange, I would still have my funds today. And I probably wouldn't be up here talking about this on YouTube. Well, I feel like I have to get this message out for not only my sake, I need this recorded, and I need you to understand that hot wallets are not your friend. Not only Trust Wallet right now, that's just who screwed me over as far as I'm concerned. But these other hot wallets, if you're doing anything long term, I don't recommend it. So if anything, that's how I wrap this video. Shout out to the white hats. Guys are freaking amazing. And keep your funds off these hot wallets. It is not safe out here in these streets. All right, it's your boy BG. I'm signing off, man. Peace out.